Princess Yennenga, the African warrior princess. Yennenga was the only daughter of King Nedega and Queen Napoko of the Kingdom of Dagbon in what is now northern Ghana. From a young age, Yennenga was trained in the ways of the kingdom's warriors. She mastered the art of fighting with swords, javelins, bows and arrows, and was an expert horse rider, making her a skilled and fierce warrior. Her father allowed her to go to serve in his army, and she went to battle with the male warriors against the Malinke soldiers, old enemies of the Dagbon kingdom. Despite her strength and skill, Yennenga secretly yearned for marriage. When her father announced that he would never allow her to marry, she broke down in tears. But rather than giving up, she came up with a plan. Yennenga planted a field of wheat which grew into the most beautiful plantation. Her father, proud of yet another of her achievements, invited his friends to witness the bountiful growth of his daughter's plantation. But when it was time to harvest the wheat, Yennenga let it rot in the field, explaining to her father that she was like the beautiful and fruitful land left to lie in waste. The king grew angry and had her locked up, hoping she would come to her senses. But Yennenga's defiance only grew stronger. She convinced a loyal soldier to help her escape, and in the middle of the night, she disguised herself as a man and escaped on horseback. They rode through the night until they were attacked by a contingent of Malinke warriors. The loyal soldier sacrificed his life to fend them off, while Yennenga escaped and traveled far into the north. For days, Yennenga traveled, crossing rivers, lands, and fields until she was overcome with hunger and exhaustion. Her horse led her to a small house in a clearing owned by Riale, an elephant hunter who took care of her until she was well again. Over time, Yennenga and Riale fell in love and had a son, Wedrago, meaning male horse. Wedrago grew up stronger and even more courageous than his mother. When Wedrago was older, he visited the Dagbon kingdom and introduced himself to King Nedega as the son of his beloved lost daughter. King Nedega was overjoyed to hear his long-lost daughter was still alive and welcomed Yennenga and Riale home to the Dagbon kingdom with a big feast. King Nedega oversaw the training of his grandson and provided him with every resource to allow him to travel further north to start the Mossi kingdom in today's Burkina Faso. Yennenga is still revered today as the mother of the Mossi people, and many statues have been built in her honor in the capital city of Burkina Faso.